The woman put feces into the chocolate cake. After that, she carried the cake and knocked on her neighbor's door. The neighbor, who had just moved in, picked up the cake and sniffed it first. Sensing nothing unusual, he shoved a big bite straight into his mouth. The reason the woman did this was because she was nearly driven crazy by this neighbor. Just a few days earlier, a young man had moved in next door. At first, Lisa didn't pay much attention to it, but when she came home from a long day at work and tried to rest, ear-piercing heavy metal music blasted from next door. They were throwing a party over there. Although Lisa was extremely annoyed by the noise, she still endured it. After all, she could understand that it was the neighbor's first day moving in and celebrating. However, she underestimated the madness of the young man. Even at 4 in the morning, the deafening noise showed no signs of stopping. The next morning, after a sleepless night, Lisa had to drag her exhausted body to work. On her way across the lawn, she almost stepped on dog feces. It was left behind by the neighbor's dog, but since Lisa was rushing to work, she only cleaned it up briefly. Because she hadn't slept the night before, she had no energy the entire day. After finally finishing her exhausting work, Lisa washed up, ready to rest properly. But again, the ear-piercing heavy metal music blasted. Remembering the painful experience of the previous night, Lisa couldn't stand it anymore. Furious, she rushed over and knocked on her neighbor's door. But to her surprise, the man, who looked fierce and intimidating, was actually very easy to talk to. He immediately told his friends to turn the music down. At that moment, Lisa also brought up the dog feces she had nearly stepped on in the morning, asking the neighbor not to let his dog poop everywhere. This time, the man once again readily agreed, promising it wouldn't happen again. Lisa was very satisfied with the new neighbor's attitude, so she went back to bed. Although the music was still a bit noisy, it was no longer enough to keep her from sleeping. Soon, exhausted, she drifted off into dreamland. However, not long after, she was awakened again by the blasting music. Once again, it was 4 in the morning, and this time the noise was even louder. Lisa's fury reached its peak. She stormed over to her neighbor's house and knocked on the door once again.